Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Alexi and this is Soto-Tek. Meet the ATA49 Tank 4 rugged phone, another rugged phone made for outdoors activities, especially in remote places, and that could also be perfect for those who like to travel a lot or those who do a lot of work in the fields like builders, and I'll tell you why in this video. Let me first show you what's inside the box. Well, inside the box you will find a screen protector. Okay, the phone already comes with a screen protector already pre-installed. You get the 66 watts charging brick, obviously the Type-C to Type-C charging cable, and the phone comes with a case already pre-installed. So as soon as you unbox the phone, you will see this case already applied to the phone. Obviously the usual manuals. So these are all the accessories coming with the phone. The first thing you're going to notice is the thickness of this phone. And this is because one of its highlights, the battery capacity. The ATA49 Tank 4 packs an 11,600 milliamp battery capacity, which is double the size or even almost 3 times the size of most mainstream phones nowadays. Still half the size of its predecessor, the Tank 3 Pro, and other rugged phones in the market, but also it is still a respectable size that would last you 2-3 days with heavy to moderate usage. Also, given that it's not as thick as those rugged phones monsters with massive batteries over 20,000 milliamp capacity, it is thinner and more comfortable to use, so you might prefer it more. The 66 watts fast charging would juice up this big boy from 0 to 100 in just an hour, which is not bad at all. Also, it comes with reverse charging that will allow you to charge all the devices if necessary. On the left hand side, we have the volume keys. Here, the SIM tray, but it also supports micro SD card that will allow you to expand the internal memory from 512 GB to 2 terabytes. Underneath, 2 customizable buttons to launch any app or functions of your choice. Here at the bottom, under this protective cover, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is great, and the USB Type-C charging port. At the top, we have the projector, which is, together with the battery, is this phone's biggest highlights, and about which we'll talk more later. Also, one of the cooling fans to keep the phone cool while using the projector, the autofocus corrector sensor, and the IR blaster that you can use as a remote control for different devices like TV, air cons, etc. On the right side, we have another cooling fan, the power button that doubles up as a fingerprint reader. At the back, here at the bottom, we have a single firing speaker, the very useful camping and emergency lights, and the camera lenses, about which we'll also talk more soon. As for the design, I like it. I'm not going to lie, it's not the most beautiful rugged phone I've seen, but it doesn't look bad either. It is mainly made of rubberized plastic and metal, which highly contributes to its toughness, and I like that. I'm not fond of phones made of glass back, so the whole build quality is a massive thumbs up for me. It has a 6.78 inches AMOLED screen with a resolution of 1200 by 2650 pixels, the 120 Hz refresh rate with 400 nits of brightness. I think that the quality of the screen is very good. It has good levels of sharpness with nice vibrant colors and good viewing angles. Possibly one of the best screens you are going to find in a rugged phone. No kidding. It is very good to enjoy all types of content, from videos on YouTube to videos or movies on streaming platforms. I don't think anyone would have any complaints about it. Now, let's talk about the projector, which is, like I mentioned before, one of this phone's highlights. It has an image quality of 720 pixels with autofocus, and I have to say that it is a lot better than I expected. Of course, it is a projector, so don't expect it to be of the quality of a 4K TV or an IMAX cinema, but it does a good job in general. I've shown it to few people here at home and everyone has been truly impressed. The processor is the efficient MediaTek Dimensity 7300. It is a mid-range processor, but so far I haven't noticed any issue during my day-to-day usage of this phone. It has coped very well with all the apps I have used so far, from social media apps to some gaming apps. As I said before, I'm not a hardcore gamer. I do some gaming every so often, but based on what I've seen in all the channels that seem to be more hardcore gamers, it seems that this phone does well in general with high graphic demanding games at high settings. Of course, don't expect it to be perfect and not have some hiccups, especially during long gaming sessions, okay? Apart from that, the performance is very good. Another highlight of this phone, like in other rugged phones, is this very useful and powerful camping light, which you can slightly adjust. Also, and as I've said before, this flashing light can be a lifesaver when encountering or being threatened by any wild animal at night, but even during the day, because a direct exposure into the eyes can blind anyone, so you have time to escape or better chances to face that danger. These blue and red lights are also very useful for warnings or emergencies and can be seen from a considerable distance. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a stereo sound, and to my ears, the sound coming from the back of the phone it's okay. It could be louder. I think that the placement on the back of the phone wasn't probably the best idea. Anyway, let's quickly test it and you let me know. The phone comes with Android 14 out of the box. According to the company, it has already received Android 15 in some regions. Nothing so far in the UK. It might have got it by the time I post this video, and let's hope it won't take too long to get Android 16 after. It will get 3 major Android updates. It has NFC support for mobile payments. It comes with Bluetooth 5.4 with wireless FM radio and Wi-Fi 6. It also has an IP68 certification for water and dust resistant. Not IP69K, but I think IP68 is good enough. You can unlock the phone using the fingerprint sensor on the power button. Once again, my favorite placement for it. It works well and it is reliable. It also comes with a fast and reliable face unlock, plus the PIN number. It has some AI features like Google Gemini, nice editing tools very similar to Google's Pixel phones, and that you can also find in many other phones like Object Eraser, etc. Also, a toolbox with useful tools like compass, high measurement, plumb bob, protractor, etc. Let's talk about the cameras. It has a 50 megapixels main lens with autofocus, a 64 megapixels night vision lens, an 8 megapixels 3x zoom telephoto lens, also with autofocus, and a 32 megapixels front camera. Let's start by saying that the cameras are not the selling point of this phone, and it's the same in any other rugged phone, though I think that they are getting better year over year. Like I always say in this case, once again, you are not going to win any awards with the results coming from this phone. However, with the rear camera, you can get very acceptable results in good lighting conditions. The dynamic range is not bad in most situations, and some pictures are even nicely sharp with accurate colors. When it comes to video, it is almost the same. Not too bad with good lighting conditions, but unfortunately, there is no video stabilization. With the front camera, let's say things are less successful as expected. Still, also, with good lighting conditions, you might get some decent results every so often. So, though the camera is not this phone's strong suit, for some people it might be good enough. I've seen them worse in some popular mid-low range mainstream phones. The night vision lens could be handy for those night walkers in extreme dark places. To conclude, do I recommend this phone? I say that if you can get past the shortcomings of the cameras, it is a good phone. It is very complete, offering more than what many popular mainstream phones offer. It has valuable features like the 3.5mm headphone jack and micro SD card support. It has a big battery that will last you easily 2 days, but up to 3-4 days depending on your usage. It also has great extra features for outdoors activities like a powerful and useful camping light, warning emergency lights, and the best of all, a projector, which is very good for what it is and perfect for content consumption outdoors or during a blackout. Also, it is thick but manageable. I think you should have one of these even if it's just as a backup. Okay, this was my opinion and impressions about this beast of rugged phone. What do you think? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and hype. I really appreciate it. See you in the next one. Hasta la vista.